Now I'm going to show you how to schedule a lesson that you've already created in the CIITS lesson planner. Hover over Classrooms and go to your lesson planner. You want to select which subjects you'll be teaching for the week. So I want to select reading, maybe I was teaching geometry, science, writing development. So all of these subjects are going to show up in my calendar, and that's going to show the lessons that I have inserted into my calendar to teach for the week. I'm going to go to the top icon where it says Schedule Materials. Next, I'm going to fill out this search criteria. I chose language arts, and I have searched for civil rights. So this has brought up 3 of the lessons that I taught based on civil rights. If it is something I want to do again for this year, all I have to do is simply click it, drag it, drop it, and now it is on my calendar. Since I want to do the entire week, I can go to my other ones. And so like this one says that it's a 2-day lesson. And I can, if I just click the hyperlink for the lesson, it'll show me everything that I typed in. It has my I can statements. It has what my formative and summative assessment is. The learning experiences, what they'll do on each of the days, the different media and technology, and the standards it addresses. From this page, I can turn into a PDF to be able to print it. So I want to take Ruby Bridges. I'm going to drag her and drop her because it says 2 days. CIITS will automatically make it span over 2 days. And I'm going to add the research posters. And you can see how extremely quick it was in order for me to schedule this week's reading lessons. If I wanted to go back in and edit anything that I had previously created, so let's say I want to edit something from Ruby Bridges, if I click View Material Detail, it's going to bring up everything that I showed you just before, and I am going to be able to click Edit and go back through the steps like I would if I were creating this for the very first time. If I want to do an express test based off of this lesson plan, I can click this hyperlink and it will take me to the express test and will already have the standards filled in that I had selected for this lesson. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the previous page. And let's say for science, we're learning on electrical circuits. So again, I'll go up to the top icon. This time, I will change this from language arts to science. And my keyword will be circuits. Okay, now you can see I have 2 things that mention circuits within them. My actual lesson, which was 30 minutes per day, but it was a week-long lesson, and then I have my common assessment. So since I originally set this at 30 minutes, I can drag and drop it. And now I can grab the lesson when I have the double arrows, and I can pull it across however many days that I'm going to continue with this lesson. If I didn't like the lesson, or if I put the wrong lesson by mistake, I can simply click the trash can and it will get rid of it. I'm able to schedule more than one thing for its topic area on the same date. So let's say maybe my last day is a very short review and then we're going to be able to take the common assessments. Some of the other options along the left-hand side is to create new material, which is in another video. This is just to simply schedule standards coverage. So maybe I don't have an exact lesson for it, but maybe I had a guest speaker who was covering some of the standards. I can mark in my lesson plans what standards that guest speaker covered without having to actually do a complete lesson plan for it. This fourth icon down is to create an event. So let's say that we had a field trip scheduled for Wednesday, and let's change it to an assembly. An assembly during my geometry lesson. I can simply type assembly, the plus sign, and now instead of me having any lessons written up here, my calendar is going to simply show that as an assembly. And I can put more details than just the assembly, but typically I just do one-word descriptions for that. If I want to create PDF files of my lesson plans, I click the fifth icon down, and I select which one of these subjects I want to create the PDF. So I want to create the PDF for reading, and that will do for the entire week of reading. I'll click Create PDF, and then I will have the options to either open it or to save it. This is going to allow me to print out my lesson plans if I have a sub. I really like the way that it brings up the lesson plans. So it'll tell you what it is, give all of the important information. It typically prints out in 2 pages, depending on how many standards you select. And then from this PDF window, you can come up to the print icon and have a hard copy of your lessons.